doing? Hope y'all can hear me okay. Let me see if y'all can hear me okay. Yeah, you can hear me okay? Yeah. Yeah. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing great. Give some time for some people to come in. Really doesn't matter whether you're here or not, but you know how I got to. If you're here, give me a like, comment, share, or care. You know, Um, my live hot topic is about staying on track. So, hmm, let me see here. Let me say what I'm talking about, y'all. Because you know, when I do these hot topics, they be juicy and good. Staying on track. Now, let me tell you, post surgery, I was knocked way off track. Post surgery, I was not in my element. Like, everything that I had scheduled, everything that I had on track was totally off the beaten path. So now I'm trying to get back on track and stay on track. I mean, that happens to a lot of people, in your life when you're dealing with certain circumstances, you know, focusing on what you really want, and sometimes you lose focus, so you need somebody to talk to get you back on track and stuff like that. And thank goodness for my beautiful friends that I have out there that talk to me and listen sometimes, because I really don't like to talk too much about what's going on in my mind, because a lot of people don't understand what's going on in my mind. But that's with anybody. Everybody has their own concepts and how they deal with things. So, yeah, post, um, well, pre surgery, I had deaths in the family. Then post surgery, I had more deaths in the family. And so it's just back to back to back, y'all. You know. So I'm dealing with it the best I can, but I gotta get myself back on track because I have goals. And when we set goals, we can't procrastinate. Although I do sometimes, I'm guilty of it. Just like probably about 85% of the world is. Um, but I'm getting back on track. So um, I just found out today that I got a job. It's just a seasonal job, y'all. I needed it because I need to replenish my budget for my businesses. And so I said, let me go ahead get this little seasonal full time job so I can get myself back up. Um, but it will not knock me off course for what I'm doing um, for my products. So, um, I'll be working on a price quote, uh, really a price list for the dolls and the pins and the plaques very shortly. And I'll put that out there. The doll website is off and on because I'm kind of working on that. But you can see the pins and everything through the Mez Enterprise Plus LLC website. Um, that's up and running pretty good. I just have to add some more products to it. Um, Let me see what else. Oh, if y'all have a business phone and it goes to voicemail or it is not active right now, it will still ring to my cell phone. Um, So if you're trying to contact me, you can probably call me through Messenger, um, or just email me. I did update my email address, I think, on there. Um, so you can contact me either way. I'm in Discord, so any of y'all that are familiar with Discord, the actual link is on the descriptions above. So in that link, just click on that link and you can get in a Discord with me. And sometimes, like when I'm live, I'll say go to Discord and you could talk to me from there, and we could talk to each other through Discord if you want to talk to me and hear my voice. So, the staying on track, yes, yes, yes. It's a lot of distractions in the world today. It really is. And my focus was, um, beginning of this year, building the community, making sure that we save ourselves and save our children. And you know, I don't. It's just getting. It's just not getting any better. So we have to come up with a solution. Talking about it, like I told y'all, I'm not about just talking. I'm about doing, finding solutions. I'm out there. I'm elected, an election official. I'll be working with, the Virginia Beach, voter registrar's office, and full time for seasonally till this November, and going into Christmas. And I cannot stress how important it is to either become your own candidate, find a candidate and that you believe in, and vote. I cannot stress how important it is. A lot of people don't believe it. They don't believe that the process works. You don't believe in the process, but the reason you don't believe it is because it is in place and because you chose not to, and a lot of people who did chose the wrong people that have really, reared its ugly head in society today. And in order for us to make a stand, we must take part in the change. We must actually get up there and do something. You can't complain. If you complain, why are you complaining when you're not doing anything? Because complaining just gives you a headache and me an earache. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work for me. Um, my thing is, I'm not going to complain about it if I'm not actually doing something about it. It's simple. You can do little simple things like get involved with your community. Um, See what organizations are around you that's really trying to help the community. Um, I have to get back into it myself, and that's a part of me staying on track. Um, because I am involved with people that are really heavily, um, active in the community, and I need to um, revisit and get back on track and stay on track this time. There's nothing holding me back now. I mean, I don't have, except for my vision, but visually impaired people can do whatever they want. I'm doing it. I'm still doing it. I'm still doing what I do. I don't let anything hold me back. And I want everybody to know that sometimes it gets hard. I can admit that it gets hard. But never give up on what you love to do or what you want to really do. And no matter how many people try to discourage you or tell you that, you're just wasting your time, no. If it's something that makes me happy, if it's something that I love to do, I'm not going to give up on it, and I don't want you to either. I encourage the youth out here to find a outlet that channels your talents and your gifts. And a lot of youth will come up and they'll say, I don't have any gifts. I don't have any talents, but you do. You may not be aware of it, but you do. It's something that you probably do on a regular basis that is actually a talent, that is actually a gift, and you just don't know it. And I encourage people to really look in themselves, especially our youth. It isn't just about the social media platform. So if you think that's all that you're about, and yeah, it may give you some fame, it may give you maybe 5-10 minutes worth of fame, but then what do you do to continue it? What do you do to continue your talents? And I support real people out there that's on social media. So for instance, the people that are out there playing violins, that are playing the piano, that are actually doing artwork, I support them because that's a talent that they're trying to share with the world. Yet, we turn a blind eye. Because when we're on social media, we tend to look at the silly things, the nonchalant things, the things that are so idiotic that you just don't care, and you just want to watch it and laugh. Those get the billions of views. But someone who's out there playing the violin, playing songs for you, playing a saxophone or something, and they're doing live feeds and stuff like that, they don't get as much viewership. Like, for instance, me, when I'm sitting up here talking to you and bringing up real topics that are very important to the community, I may get 1 or 2 views or something like that, I don't care. I'm going to still keep doing it. If you look at my page, you'll see a train of videos that I've done. If you go to my YouTube page, you'll see a ton of videos that I've been doing, and I'm going to continue to build my record and keep doing it. And I'm bringing to light things that people don't want to talk about. The world is heavy, and some things you just don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk about the fact that a friend or a cousin or whatever just got shot down 2 days ago, and we went to that funeral, and the same people at the funeral, and then the next day another one of us got shot. It's like you want to become immune to it, like it doesn't even exist. So you repetitively go back and forth and do the same thing over and over again. I'm telling you, funerals aren't fun. Now me, I have been going to funerals ever since I was a little girl. I'm kind of used to it. I know the routine. But they aren't fun. Especially when you're burying a child, especially when you're burying someone that has made a difference in people's lives, or somebody who could have had a big future. It's not fun. Yet, time and time again, we are faced with one every single day, and it's maybe more than one, maybe probably a good 1,000 or so a day all over the world. It's not just here in the US. But the difference between here and in other countries is that here we do it to ourselves, people. We purposely, maliciously do it to ourselves with no type of real reason. Petty, petty stuff. See, in other countries, when those kids are dying, when those people are, they are fighting a real fight, or it's because of some viral disease that they cannot control and they don't have the capability to get the medicines that they need, or poverty stricken because their leaders are jerks or something like that. See, the US didn't really have to face all that. I mean, yeah, our indigenous, original original men and women who were here prior to the invasion, I mean, yeah, they had a fight to fight, but they did learn to share under certain circumstances. But, you know, we shoot, kill, and maliciously do things. I mean, we have to have the most amount of sin that there is. I mean, you have gluttony in the U.S., overwhelming ton of gluttony. You have an overwhelming source of greed. You have an overwhelming source of jealousy. You have an overwhelming source of hate, anger, depression. A very overwhelming source of that right here in the U.S. And so other countries look at us and they say, really? Is that who we're supposed to follow? And they think it's not that bad. So they want to come and be at the land of the free. And when they get here, they find out it's not so free at all. They may get their tax-free money. They may get what they want in a business and stuff like that. But then they realize this is not a safe place. Come on now. It's no safer than where you were. Really. Just look. It's really not any safer than where you were before. It's just sometimes in some parts of the areas, it's even 10 times worse. How do we improve? How do we change? How do we stop going in circles? Circles, 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 circles. First of all, we need to look within ourselves. We need to find pride within ourselves. We need to be proud of ourselves in a good way. We need to be proud of the good things that we do. We need to be proud of the good acts that we do. And we need to continue those. That makes yourself love yourself even more because you're doing the right thing, because you're helping yourself. You may help others, but most of all, you're learning to love yourself and help yourself. I have struggled with that. I have. I struggle with myself every day. And I tell people all the right things. I give them all the right advice, but I don't follow it myself. It's a terrible bad habit that I'm trying to break, but it's true. You know, I do have insecurities. I really do. But not that bad that I can't tell that I'm a strong person, because I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. I've always known myself. I've never strayed from that. I've always been consistent in myself, and I'm proud of that. That's the one thing I'm really proud of. I've been proud of that ever since I was a little girl. And I don't brag about it, but if you ask me, I'll tell you. This is how I am. And this is how I'm going to be till the day I die. It's never going to change. And so I'm really trying to wake up a community that has been broken. And a lot of people say you can't do that. Maybe. But, in some instances, it's happening. Now, people who want to ignore that these things are going on, they're going to be lost in the shuffle. I don't want you to be lost in the shuffle. People are realizing where they came from and who they really are, and taking pride in it. Not a nasty pride way, but a pride in which gives them dignity. That's what's lost within my community, is the dignity. You have no dignity anymore. You tend to say, it is what it is. I don't care. But seeing things for what they are. I am so glad our filmmakers are bringing these things back. I am so glad that a movie is about to come out about a queen who this is based on a true story in Africa, and I've posted the trailer. You can look at the trailer and see. Not only that, of course, they're having the next Black Panther come out, and if you haven't seen the first one, you are missing out. I'm sorry. You may think it's not worth it, but it is. The reason it is because we need to be proud of ourselves. One thing I can say, though, there's been a lot of sacrifices within artists and their crafts. There's been a lot of sacrifices made to get to this point, to where we can be blockbusters for our history. If you don't understand how profound that is, I don't know what to say. It's the first step in you taking pride in yourself. It's seeing yourself, or seeing the history of your ancestors, seeing some type of history come to life and be put out there. It's profound. It really is. When I went, now first of all, put aside the comics, because I am a comic book junkie. You know, Marvel and DC. I love both of them. I know people say you can't, but I do. But put aside that, when Black Lightning came out on TV, I adored that whole series. I was very, very upset that they canceled that series. When Black Panther came out, when you're sitting there in an audience, a mixed audience of people, and you see pride, you see how we had tribes, what they did to make it this far, what they did to protect their land and still are doing today. It means something. It means something. When I went to go see The Lion King live for the first time, it nearly brought tears to my eyes. How beautiful they did with that play. If you've never seen The Lion King in all its action, you should go. Scrape up enough money and go, because it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see these things on Broadway, to see these. I'm a fan of theater. I'm a fan of movies and stuff like that. But they are a prediction, a foresight of what is to become in a real insight of your past. One thing people need to understand, and this is the reason we revolve in circles, we live in the past. You cannot be futuristic. You cannot move forward if you don't cut yourself off from that past. It's okay to remember, but do you have to live in it? See, what a lot of people do is they're learning for the first time certain things. They're learning about Malcolm X. They're learning about this and that. They're learning it for the first time. And then they want to live in it. No. Learn it, grow from it, and move on. That's our problem. And it's not just in this community, it's in everybody's community, even the white community, all races. It's the same thing. See, it's a difference when your community has always thrived on nurturing and bringing up with pride and moving forward. I'm going to give you an example. I may even use China. I may even use parts of Japan. I may even use places like that. What they did was they kept their traditional, prideful background, the part that made them whole, the part that made them unique. They kept that generation after generation. They didn't live in it, they just kept it. So they may use aspects of the generational wealth that they've gotten to grow, but they evolve really fast because they know that they cannot live in the past. They can remember it, they can take some traditions and move forward, but they grow. They don't get stuck in a hate, stuck in a pit of anger. They don't have to do that. They just move forward. So much forward that they leave us behind. What a unique way of life. They don't come here because they love the U.S. They come here to look at the daggone zoo. Let me see these people act the fool. And unfortunately, some of that bad habit rubs off on them. Please don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. Some of these bad habits that we got is rubbing off on these Nigerians, is rubbing off on, and please don't do it. Don't do it. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, but move forward. We can't say that. We can't say that here in the United States. You know why? There's no rivers and lakes to stick to. They all going every which way. And by the time we get on one, it gets broken down again. It dries out and we gotta find another one. Because we don't have a continuing rivers and lakes to stick to. I know that went above a lot of people's heads. I'm just telling the truth. I know that went above your head and beyond, but I'm just telling the truth. It's impossible to break the chains unless you want to, unless you are willing to release and let go and move forward. You cannot hold pain and anger all the time. It don't do you no good. I've seen so many people go to the grave angry for nothing. It was so petty. And then you know what? When they get to that other side, they don't even remember what they was angry about. Damn shame, because they not here now to talk about it. I'm just saying. Wake up. In all sorts of ways. People feel like they woke because they learned this and that about their history. Now they mad. They mad about what they went through. You mad because this person had to go through that during slavery. You mad. Why? They done went through it and they done. You don't have to go through it. They did that so that you would not have to do it. They did that so that you would not have to struggle. But you want to struggle. You want to be like that. You want to be locked up. Not just in reality, but in your mind. You want to. You walk around with baggy pants, your drawers showing. You walk around with your coochie hanging out. And why? Because you have no pride in yourself. You place yourself in the atmosphere of which a lot of brothers and sisters struggle to get away from. Because it was the way they wanted you to be. And you get stuck there. You stuck. You stuck in a street mentality. And you don't have to be. You really don't. You have the power to choose. You have the power to free yourself. And be some type of different than what the others before you were. And people say, I have no choice. I watch some of these comedians on live. I forget his name. Bootsy? Is it Bootsy? Whatever his name is. And he talks about how, he was from the streets and blah, blah, blah. And you don't know that. You don't know what it's about. Okay, tell us about it. But then tell me, if you so successful, why do you still act like you wasn't? Why do you still act like you was before when you are now different? Why? Because you say that's the only way you can get to somebody? No. What's going to happen is you're going to start that chain over and over again. It's going to come back round, round, and round again. It's going to go over and over in the chain. See, the difference between certain people is that they know the difference. Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, All of them, they knew the difference between generational hell and then generational wealth, and then bringing it forward. They knew the difference. Are you living in a generational hell? Or are you going to get on track and stay on track to be generational wealth? The sad part about it is, y'all don't even know y'all had generational wealth. You don't even look enough deep further into your background to see that you had homes that were paid for, land that was paid for, that was yours, but you said, it's so out there in the country, it's not where I want to be. No, I don't want to bother with it because I'm too lazy to mow a lawn. I'm too lazy to put two boards together and a hammer and a nail. I just don't want to deal with it. That's what you threw away. You threw away generational wealth because you wanted that quick money, that quick fix. It always gets you in a bolt of trouble. Now you got to start from the bottom to the top. Now you got to start all over. So you hustle. You a hustler. You do whatever you can to do what you got to do to get what you got to get. Which is fine. That's fine if you're doing it the right way. If you're not doing it the right way, you may have an issue. It may suck you in. Like an octopus. I'm serious. It may suck you in to where you find yourself being addicted. You find yourself being lost. You find yourself being anxious with anxiety. You find yourself being depressed, being all these things that you don't want to be, and in your head because you didn't do it right. Are you helping your community? Are you killing your community? Think about that. There's a lot of y'all killing your community. You don't care. You don't care as long as it makes you a buck. As long as you got what you want, them stacks of dough and stuff, you don't care about killing your community. You don't care who die out there. And that's what we gotta look out for. That's what we gotta be careful, duck and roll for. Because somebody will shoot you down and they don't care. They really don't care. They want their 12 minutes of fame. If not that, they just want to get back and do what they want to do. Hey, come on now. What we gonna keep going in circles? Aren't y'all tired of being sick and tired of being tired and sick and tired? I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing sick and tired people doing what they do. I'm tired. Aren't you tired yet? Does it bring you joy? Now half of the community gonna look at this and they gonna say, she talk a bunch of bull crap and I don't care. And someone will listen. Someone will hear what I'm saying and they will take it to heart. That's the persons I'm talking to. I mean, When we gonna get it? When we gonna get out that funk and rise up and be the kings, queens, and princesses and princes that we supposed to be? When we gonna rise up? Because I cannot call a king walking around with baggy pants and their head slapped to the side and smoking tweed and walking down the street talking bullcrap. I cannot call that a king, okay? That's not a king. I cannot call she a queen when she walking down there with her boobies showing, her cooch showing, her butt showing, and she twitching and twitching. I cannot call it a queen. I cannot call you kings and queens when you're doing that. It's just not right. That's just not how it was. That's not how it was. I mean, yes, they barely had clothes, but the clothes that they had were of some type of symbolism. It meant something. It was of symbol. So tell me what that symbolism is that y'all doing now. Tell me what that is. What kind of symbolism is it? Because I heard that when you wearing those pants down drag like that, that's all you could wear when you was in jail. So that's a jail mentality right there, and that's what I heard. That's what I heard. I heard that from the ancestors. Now, you may not think it's so, but it is. You don't even know why you're doing it, and you don't even know what it represents, but you do it because it's a fad. Everybody do it. Yeah, he do it, I do it too, this and that. Why can't you be your own individual? Why can't you just be you? Because you don't know who you is? Find yourself. You do not have to be her or him or whoever else you want. You can be your own individual. I always was. I never followed with this and that or copied this and that. I don't do it. I don't do it. And my style may be similar to somebody else's, but I've never seen them. I don't know what they're doing, and it may be a coincidence or whatever, but hey, no, I'm still my individual self. You can't take that away from me. That's the one thing that I have that I can take pride in. I want you all to let's stay on track. Let's get on track. If you ain't on track, get on track and then stay on track. Do what makes you happy in the sense of that it is bringing fruitfulness to you and your family, but in a good way. Don't twist it, what I just said. I said pride, bringing pride to you and your family. Being proud that you are able to do certain things for the community, for yourself, that's going to give back to a generation or bring a generation up. That's what I'm talking about. So don't get it twisted what I just said. Oh, she said do whatever make you happy. Well, this and that make me happy. And this and that make me happy. Come on. And let's get it right. Yes, I play roles in GTA 5 roleplay. It is a role, it is a fantasy land. And that's all it is. It is not a reflection on how I would like a community and society to really be, per se. However, it is a fantasy. It is something that you can do that you've never done before. Like own houses, own fancy cars, make money, be a criminal, but where it's not hurting real individuals, it's in a game. Yes, I play on GTA 5. I have fun with it. But it is not me. It is a character that I portray with maybe just a few similarities to my personality. But it's an acting thing. It's an improv thing. You gotta know the difference between that. You gotta know that when you watching TV, when you watching any other TV show, any other reality show, you have to know the difference between reality and a little bit of improv, a little bit of exaggeration that may not actually be so. Know the difference. Is that a hard task to do? Because if it's hard for you, don't watch it. I'm telling you right now, if it's hard for you to distinguish between reality and fantasy, please don't watch it. Don't watch, because it's gonna muff you up in the long run. It's really gonna your mind gonna be really topsy turvy and everything else. Please, and if especially if you don't know who you are, don't watch this. Don't watch social media. Don't watch no reality TV. Don't watch none of that if you don't know who you is. I'm gonna tell you right now, because that's just gonna mess you up, and you gonna be all sorts of crazy. And we got enough of that. Get on track. Find a track to get on and stay on it. That's what I say. I'm doing it. Anyway, I'm not going to stay on here long because I have other things to do. But I did want to come back and bring my hot topics back. And so I did. You know, I had started a little bit after my surgery and then I fell off the bandwagon. And it's only because I was just being lazy, which is not staying on track. So I had to let y'all know that I am coming back and staying on track. I'm trying. I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying, but life happens, things happen, you know. Right now, I am doing this with a migraine. And it's okay because I love y'all that much. I want to share this stuff that much. Now, I will be back on my investigation tip with showing y'all some actual investigations, some real footage, some real stories, real life stories, uh, focusing on how we destroy ourselves. If you look back on some of my videos, I started out focusing on the youth with the young ones and how we destroy their own family members, destroy the young ones, human trafficking and stuff like that. And so I'm going to focus a little bit more on that. I'm going to focus a little bit more on how we just tear each other down. And it's all because of greed, jealousy, and anger. Now, last year I said, let's try to get rid of that. Let's try to not be so greedy. Let's try not to be so angry, and let's try not to be so jealous. What are you jealous of? Can you be yourself? It's okay to be a little jealous, but not to the point where you feel you got to kill that person. Okay? It's okay to be a little teeny greedy, but not to the point where you feel you got to steal and kill someone. It's okay to be a little angry. It's okay. But not to the point where you destroy yourself and others. That's just plain stupid. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that on Facebook? Well, they say so many other things at Facebook. You see, it's twisted. I want y'all to watch some of these streams and tell me that it ain't twisted. It's okay to cuss and say certain things, but certain words don't apply to that. I don't understand that. How are you going to control that? Oh, you ban them for a few? Yet, while you banning one person for saying one word, you got a whole tribe of people saying a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't get it. It's okay to cuss and fuss and say whatever you want. And it's okay. But then again, no, you can't say this word. You can't say that word. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's okay for people to do booty shaking dances, show half of their booties, half their titties on the thing. But then when somebody do it in a certain way, that ain't right. Is y'all hypocritical or what? That's what I want to know. Is it some hypocritical going on? I don't get it. I don't get it. And come on, all this copyright stuff, okay? Come on. Now, people love music. Your music is public. And why not let the streamers promote the music and get viewers involved in wanting to get the music? Why is it such a thing? I'm not talking to Facebook now. I'm talking to all these copyright peoples. We're not trying to steal it. We're trying to tell you we love it. Let us play it a little bit and put some action to it because we love it. I mean, even the gaming music gets you banned. I mean, but it's in the game. It's in the daggone game. The music's in the game. And we bought the game. And you say we can't play it? I don't know. But I'm going to stay on track. I done went off track already. Let me stay on track, y'all. But anyway. Alright, so I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I just so glad to come back and talk with y'all and chat with y'all. And I hope that y'all comment, like, share, care. And I really hope that y'all will really comment I really want some comments. I don't care if it's negative, I don't care whatever. I want some comments so that we can get some feedback here so I can know what we need to talk about next. I, you know, I have to say, I was going to get some people up here, which I'm still trying to do. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to maneuver that, where I would get some professionals up here to maybe help on the psychiatry end of it. Discussion on how we can improve our mental, how we can improve our bodies, minds, spirits, everything else. Some professionals. Because y'all don't want to hear from me. I know. But I'm going to get some professionals up here. Something. Meanwhile, Spankey is doing what she does. Now, on the description above this, right below the title, there is information. If you are feeling that you cannot go on, there's a phone number there for you. If you are feeling that you are being abused in some way within your home, there's a phone number for you. And feel free to look up all my pages. Now, Spanky One Gaming is funny. It is funny, okay? Watch my GTA and junk, or watch my Minecraft. I be playing Minecraft. I love Minecraft. If there's anybody that loves Minecraft, let me know, and you want to play and we can go into each other's worlds, please let me know. I love Minecraft. And my GTA 5 role play and all my GTA 5 family. I love my RP families. I love the whole community in all the cities that I've been in. I love you all. You know it. And I try to support y'all in the best way I can. What else? You got the Spring Spanky. That's what I'm on now. You got the Fun Networking Group. The VIP pages. I'm going to start trying to give away prizes, but y'all, I got to get my broke tail right, okay? So that I can give. I got to get to give. That's all I can say. I cannot give what I don't have right now, but I am going to be getting up in there and be giving away some prizes on my VIP pages. I got 2 VIP pages. I got the gaming VIP and my regular VIP page. Check out Men's Enterprise Plus LLC anytime you want any type of events, or if you need counseling in your business struggles. Because we can struggle together, but then we can get through. No, really, I do help everybody else. I need to help myself, though. But I will get you on point. I promise it. Yeah, I will do it. What else? Oh, Spanky Reborn Nurseries. I will be doing a Christmas in September special for all my products, the babies included. So if you want to get your doll made, or if you want to get that gift made, you're going to have to tune in to that segment in September. Okay? What else? I guess that's all. It's a lot. But you check out the pages. They're listed there. All of my contacts are listed there. Check it out. Que sera. Check it out and see if you like it and stuff like that. And let me know. Let me know what you're feeling inside. Anyway, Okay, so Spanky's gonna go back to what she does best, shutting up. I will see you next week, hopefully. Hopefully, next week I will have a bigger and better topic, but that was important. Everybody needs to be reminded to try to stay on track with what they're doing. Everybody needs to be reminded that it's important. It's important in your life. It's important to get balance in your life. Oh, you know what? This is what we gonna do. Child, for my birthday, before my birthday, Spanky need a hookup. Spanky needs Spanky needs somebody that's going to, a man that can deal with Spanky and all of her wonderful talents and glory. I mean, come on now. Give me a shout out. But we gonna have some type of segment where I talks to you guys. I want the guys to come up here, tell me about themselves, tell me what they like, what they don't like, tell me, what interests them. You gotta be single. You can't be married, half married, or about to be married. You cannot be in this circle if you're gonna be that way. I need men that are out there doing their thing, but are looking or, you know, discovering and trying to find a soulmate or just a mate that they can be compatible with. Okay, we're gonna get that together, people. We're gonna start with the guys, then the girls can come on and they can get. Maybe we can do a matchmaking thing, and maybe Spanky can find somebody in the midst of that too. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm excited. I'm excited. Come on, we can do this, guys. We can do it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what you can keep it in mind. Spanky loves the adventure. Spanky loves, roller coaster rides. I would love the scuba dive. Spanky loves all that outside, outdoor junk, working out. Spanky loves, Spanky does a lot of things. She does a lot. Okay, but she has a lot on her plate that she does for herself. So if you don't want to support that, it is what it is. But if you a strong man that is confident in himself and loves a confident woman that is independent and strong within herself, then you call Spanky up. You call me up, buddy. And we're going to get along and we're going to go roller skating. And we're going to go ice skating. And we're going to go bungee jumping and all that stuff. And bowling. And zip lining and stuff like that. Okay. I got that off my chest. I feel so much better. Anyway, I will chat with y'all later. Hit me up. Love